There are so many bugs. I don't know how long I'm gonna last out here. I just keep hearing buzzing in my ear and it's not it. Hi everybody. It's been a while. For those of you who are returning to this channel, welcome back. And to those of you who are new here, the last video that I filmed on this channel was actually a moving vlog. I moved to Chicago from New York at the end of January 2020. And I know what you're thinking. What impeccable timing you had. I packed up my car, I have a cat, I brought him too, and I drove to Chicago. I was there all of February and all of March, and about midway through March, everything changed very quickly, obviously, for all of us. In the grand scheme of things, I'm super lucky. I had a roof over my head, I'm healthy, I'm doing okay, but it did really suck because I had just moved to Chicago and was very excited to kind of be starting life there and to be immersing myself into the city and to be living near so many of my friends who were there. It was just a big, exciting transition for me. To kind of make a very long story short, I was there all of March and all of April, and as April was coming to an end, I realized that me being in a very small studio apartment by myself for much longer was probably going to be detrimental to my mental health. So I was lucky enough to have a place to come to. I was able to come back to New York, and I've been quarantined here in New York now for almost a full month. It's been a ride. I have been struggling to come in and make videos during this time. It's definitely a rocky time for the old mental health. Some weeks I want to hide under a blanket, and some weeks I love the idea of turning on the camera because for the most part, vlogging and YouTube seems to be very positive for me mentally. I really enjoy it. I love the outlet. I went on my Instagram and I asked you guys if there was anything you wanted me to talk about or any questions you had for kind of like just a sit down update video. It's really hard to keep yourself passionate and excited when the world is burning around you. I'm trying really hard to take everything day by day and just go with how I'm feeling. It's really all we can do right now. And today, I feel like filming a YouTube video, so I'm gonna give it a shot. When this video is uploaded, you can probably guarantee I'll be covered in bug bites, but I'm risking it because I want to try and make this video. Some of you actually did ask me some things, so I thought I would just kind of sit down and talk for a little bit until my battery dies. I hear buzzing. The first question I got was updates on Chicago after your move. I really only got to like live there and be there for like a month before this all happened, which was super unfortunate. It was cold when I first got there. It was the middle of winter, so it was hard to do a lot, and I was very excited for summer in Chicago. I was super excited for like Pride Month in Chicago too. I was, you know, hoping there'd be a lot of vlogs and stuff, but you know what? We're just gonna kind of move forward day to day. Keep driving forward. The next question kind of goes with this, which was, are you still in Chicago? And obviously the answer is no. As I said before, at the end of April, I was able to drive back to New York, and I decided to quarantine the rest of the time here. I really hope that this is an okay situation. Next question, talk about Christina Applegate. For those of you who follow me on social media, you will probably see I am obsessed with the show Dead to Me on Netflix. Last year at this time, the first season came out, and I was just like head over heels in love with the show. Linda Cardellini and Christina Applegate are freaking incredible in that. They both deserve Emmys. The acting is incredible. I love the story and the writing and the relationship and the chemistry and all of it. And so I was really excited that they were releasing season 2 now, that they had already filmed season 2. So it gave me something to look forward to during all of this. So the second season was just recently released, and I've just been obsessed again, like so hyper fixated on Dead to Me. I am head over heels for Christina Applegate. Literally after I watched the second season, I went through her entire IMDb and I just started watching like everything she's done, from like Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dad and her show like Samantha Who. She's incredibly talented. She's a dancer, she's been on Broadway, and she's a babe. So 10 out of 10, chef's kiss, we stan. Like I honestly feel like a bug just went in my mouth and I swallowed it. Talk about food and mental health and isolation. Yeah, I mean that's a big one for me, and I haven't talked about this too much on this channel, and I think for me it's definitely tricky because I still feel like I'm in it. I don't feel like I'm really in like a recovery process yet, or in a place where I feel comfortable talking about it. But struggling with your mental health, struggling with any type of like eating disorder or like body image issues, issues with food, issues with depression, like any of that, during this time, it definitely, for me, and I'm sure this is relatable, it feels 10 times more intense and very heightened right now. Isolation will really do that to you, and I think for me a big part of when I am struggling with my depression is isolation. I isolate and I hide, and I think this quarantine situation really kind of plays into that. I feel like I'm going through those motions even if I don't feel like I'm necessarily in that headspace, and so that is kind of worrisome. I'm fortunate enough to still be able to have week-to-week therapy sessions, doing the best that I can to still make sure I'm talking about it and getting therapy for it and working through it, but also under the circumstances it does feel more difficult, and I'm just kind of trying to be patient with myself and a little extra understanding. My heart goes out to anyone who's dealing with that right now. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not ignoring everything just because life kind of feels halted right now. I'm trying to make sure that I'm still focusing on it and taking care of myself as best as I can. Favorite shows and songs during quarantine. I don't know if this is relatable, but I've definitely been watching a lot of comforting shows, or like shows I watched when I was younger. At the beginning of all of this, I had the urge to rewatch One Tree Hill, which was a show that I was obsessed with when I was like I don't know, 18 maybe? Or just like The Nanny, or like sitcoms that were comforting. I've watched a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Good Place. I was watching some Schitt's Creek today. What else? Obviously Dead to Me has been the biggest one. Definitely like my biggest obsession and hyperfixation during all of this has been Dead to Me. Thank you. I'm really glad that I have that. It just makes me feel excited, and I just think I needed that right now. I feel like I've been watching a little bit of everything. Just like anything I've ever watched over the course of my life, I think I've had the ability to go back and like watch at least an episode of it. My brain is definitely all over the place right now, so I'm finding it really hard to commit to watching like a long series. I'm finding it really difficult to focus, which is very unlike me. Like, I am very good at binge watching shows. I will watch like 15 seasons of Grey's Anatomy and be just fine, but lately I'm definitely finding it a little bit more difficult to focus. I was rewatching Gilmore Girls, just shows that I find comforting, shows that make me feel safe or like nostalgic. I've really been gravitating towards that. And as far as music goes, I'm all over the place. I make playlists every month. I have like a playlist per month. I've been doing that since last year, and this month's playlist is all over the place. And I've been really obsessed with going on TikTok and finding singers and duetting with them and recording myself singing with them and then deleting it because I don't want to put it on the app, or just like using the microphone effect on TikTok. Also TikTok has been keeping me sane during this quarantine. It is so much fun. I love it. And I was hesitant to download it at first, like I'm sure so many of us were, but it is so much fun. Okay, I feel like I've been talking for so long, but I also feel like I haven't said anything. I think those are the questions that I'm gonna answer. I really just wanted to come in and say hi to you guys and film something. When this all first happened, I actually have some footage from Chicago. I was like, maybe I'll vlog a little bit every week and post videos so I can have some of this experience and what it's been like for me documented. And then I just lost the excitement for it. I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to take out the camera, and it has been very up and down for me. Some weeks I feel creative and I feel a spark and I want to sing and perform and film things and whatever, and then some weeks I just can't do it. And I think I'm seeing a lot of people who are like, now's the time to write an entire novel, now's the time, we have all of this time, so let's use it. And I think that can be very toxic for so many reasons. I think now's the time for us to just do what we can to survive, whatever that means for us. We're in a pandemic, there's no need for that, so I think it's just important for you to do what's best for you. And for me, some weeks that looks like filming a video and singing and writing and thinking about my future, and then some weeks that means wrapping myself in a blanket and cuddling with my cat. I mean, it's different for everybody. There's absolutely no need to be putting this intense amount of pressure on ourselves right now to just be like as productive as we can and use every ounce of this time wisely. I mean, that's not it. That is not it, in my opinion. Yeah, the weather is really beautiful and it's been really nice to be surrounded by nature. That sounds so like, wow. But when I was in Chicago, I was in a small little studio and I had a train that would pass by my window like every 5 minutes. I didn't feel like I had enough like fresh air or space. I started to feel a little bit suffocated, so it has been really nice, especially now that it's getting warmer, to just have flowers and sun and hearing the birds chirp. I think it's definitely nice for me mentally, so I am enjoying that. I don't really have a time frame, nobody does, so I don't really know what's next for me. If you want to see more videos from me, let me know. Summer is like my time. I really thrive. I feel more motivated and like creative, and I have more energy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this was okay and the quality was okay. I hope the light was okay. My head's been chopped off. I don't know. I'm apologizing for my existence because that's just something that's so embedded in me. It's like, why am I doing that? I don't know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm gonna go because I think if I stay out here any longer, my hair is gonna end up here. If you would like to see more from me, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. Pride Month is next month, and it is definitely sad that I don't get to kind of live it up with my friends in Chicago for Pride like I had hoped that I would be able to. But if you guys are interested, I can definitely film some Pride themed videos. I think last year I did a coming out video. I can maybe do like an updated one where I just kind of talk more about it. If anyone has any like Pride themed videos that they want to see, let me know. And I never get tired of talking about being gay. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you with the next one.